Okay, we continue with solutions to two variable equations, and in this scenario something a little bit different is going to happen. We're going to be told what just one of the variable is, and then we're going to need to solve for the other one. So let's say we have an equation like this: negative 2x subtract 5y equals 21. And we're told what x is and not what y is. We're asked to solve for y. So we're going to start it much like we started the last problems, except we're only going to put a pocket where x is, and we're going to leave y in the equation because we don't have anything to fill in for y yet. But we do have a 4 to fill in for x. So where my pocket was for x, I'm going to place a 4. And the next thing we're going to do is try to get everything away from the y and get y alone, so we can isolate it and find out what works for y when I multiply negative 2 by 4 and subtract 5 times that value, and I get the answer 21. So we're working in the reverse order of operations, trying to get everything away from y. But before I begin, I want to calculate, I want to simplify negative 2 times 4, and then just rewrite the problem. Alright, now I'm going to undo anything added or subtracted to the y term. We're not going to divide by 5 first. We're going to undo this minus 8 subtract 5y. And so to get rid of minus 8, I'm going to add 8 to both sides. I'm going to add 8 to both sides. Notice the opposite signs here will produce a 0. We're too lazy to write it down, so we just bring down whatever's left over. In this case it's minus 5y. Notice that minus sign in front of it has to come with, because now it's like the negative 5 times y. And on the right side we get 29. Now I need to undo negative 5 times y. What undoes multiplication? Division. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 5. And I end up with 1y here, and we're too lazy to write the 1 in front of y, so we just write y equals, and I have an answer of negative 29 fifths, which if I work this out on my calculator, I believe is negative 5.8, or I could just leave it like this, which is what I'm going to choose to do. Alright, going to give you one more equation to work out on your own. So you might want to go to a separate piece of paper. If you feel like you need practice on this, please watch the next video. If you feel like you've got the idea, you can skip the next video. It's totally up to you. And I'm going to give you this equation. Negative 2x plus 4y equals 25. And in this case, you're going to be told what y is. Y will be negative 1, and you're going to solve for x. So go ahead and try that on your own, and then tune into the next video to see if you accomplished it correctly.